your roster that was released last night, does that mean that all those players have affirmatively opted in, or are you still waiting on any decisions by players?
They have a final decision to make by Monday at 5 o'clock. At this point in time, everybody's aware that Stephen Camper has opted out for really obvious reasons, which we're in full support of. At this point in time, we haven't heard from anybody else.
Yep. Now, are you expecting all those players to be on the ice tomorrow?
We may have one or two players that are still facing international quarantine rules per recommendations of our staff. But, within a day or so, we should be fully up and going.
Okay, thank you.
We'll go next to Matt Porter. Matt, your line should be unmuting shortly, or you can unmute yourself, Matt. There you go. Go ahead.
Thanks. Hey, Don. Thanks for doing this. Curious about the, I guess you could call them black aces, those choices. Some seem obvious, guys like Jack. Anton was obviously practicing with the team. You expect all those guys, to be able to contribute to a cup quality roster or team? What would be the kind of the impetus for those choices in general? Your philosophy behind those selections?
Well, every one of those players that played games for us this season, I think we're all comfortable that they can compete at any point in time if they get the opportunity to jump in our lineup. You just don't know. At the restart, we're all going to have 31 players available to us. Some teams may choose 3 goalies, some teams may choose 4, which will limit your number of skaters. But those players have all been an integral part of what we've tried to accomplish for the course of this year, and they've earned the right to do it.
Thanks, Matt. We'll go next to Connor Ryan. Go ahead, Connor. Your line's open.
Hey, Don. Thanks for doing this. Hope all is well. Looking a couple of months ahead, with the upper limit of the salary cap staying flat for next year and potentially maybe beyond that, how does that change your guys' approach and maybe outlook on having the flexibility to both, retain the talent that you already have and also potentially adding talent once you get to the offseason?
Well, Steve Conroy can probably chuckle on the sidelines here because we had a conversation down in Florida at some point in time in the year where the cap number was released, and I had said I'd run simultaneous things that flat cap scenario. And obviously, everybody was hopeful that things would continue with an upward trajectory, and no one would have expected the pandemic to hit a bit of a stall for us all. So we've had to run those simulations. We try and operate in a situation where we're treating every player fairly from a compensation standpoint. Obviously, around the league, whether or not you're facing players with arbitration, trying to do as much forecasting as possible, and where the pieces of the puzzle fit together. And we have some decisions to make, and we may have to make some hard ones. No different than any other team, I think. At this point in time, now that we have an understanding of what the parameters of the cap and the mechanisms of the new CBA will be going forward.
Thanks, Connor. We'll go next to Jimmy Murphy. Jimmy, you can go on ahead. Your line's unmuted.
Hey, Don, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Just sort of to follow up Connor's question there. Do you think because of what's gone on with the pandemic and the cap flattening, and then also the fact that some players that were going to hit unrestricted free agency might not, or more likely won't get what they were expecting, could you see the chance of players taking 1-year deals to just kind of prove their worth more and then hopefully allow teams in the league to recoup the money?
Well, I think every individual will be different. It'll be case by case. Will the options that they felt were there prior to all still be there? I can only tell you what our situation is going to be, not what the other 30 teams are going to be. I think everybody's now studying what the impact of growth over the next 3 years, and then forecasting what it'll be set in the next 3 years after that. So there'll be some conversations that will take place in terms of how to position contracts, how to structure contracts, and then how you fit it together. I mean, ultimately, we all have to be under the 81.5 here for the next 2 years. And we'll see it. Maybe maybe a plus $1 million from there. But again, league-wide revenues will determine that. And, so as a player, I don't know. You'd have to ask them individually. As they go through this, the timelines have now been established. We're going to start to have conversations as the month be science players, and we'll start to have conversations.
Thanks.
We'll go next to Pluto Shinzawa. Go ahead, Pluto. Your line's open.
Hi, Don. Two questions. First of all, during this camp period and during the games period, do you intend to negotiate with any of your pending free agents?
Yeah, I've never stated that we'll never have conversations. So yeah, ultimately, I think we'll have case by case. I'm not going to be overly aggressive as we go through this training camp phase 3 and getting to phase 4 and ultimately playing a playoff. But if something makes sense, we will do it. Some players are very particular in the fact they don't want to have any of those conversations till you're done, and I respect that as well. So we'd be in a position to have the conversations. Will I be ultimately aggressive? I think I'll just touch base with each and every one of them. And that includes RFAs that need to be and want to know where they're going to be when we start up next year.
Okay. And also, just looking ahead for camp and games, nothing normal, obviously, about this situation, but I would imagine that the successful teams will try and adapt to something in terms of normalcy, in terms of routine and structure and what have you. I'm wondering what you guys as an organization can do to help the players acclimate and feel as normal of a postseason as possible in the weeks to come.
Well, I think routine will be a key element to that. Obviously, the resources that the league has provided, their own medical staff has provided, best information you possibly can, best practices that we possibly can put in place to make sure the players understand that medical, there'll be no medical question marks for players. If there's an outbreak, then the league's already been on record what they're going to do. Individual positive tests are going to happen, and you have to react accordingly. I think the mental aspect of things will be a real test to your group, and I think our group is really strong in that regard. We'll lean on resources from people that they tap into throughout the year and go through things as a group. But I think routine and structure will be really important.
Thanks, Pluto. We'll go to Mike Loftus next, but before we do, just a reminder to media to put your hand down if you no longer have a question, but if you do, go ahead and hit the raise your hand feature at the bottom. Mike Loftus, your line's open. Go on ahead.
Morning, Don. How are you?
Well, Mike, how are you?
Thanks. As you get ready to open this tomorrow, what are your emotions? Are you excited about a training camp started? Are you nervous? And also, is it your plan? Will you go to the bubble in Toronto?
Yeah, my plan is to be there. As you know, we've not even been part of any of the phases up until tomorrow. We'll be officially able to have some contact with the coaches and the players, but that'll be limited. We have to understand that the distancing practices that are in place are even more important going forward. To make sure that we're all adhere to our own personal lives inside the bubble. Needs to be a little protected. But once you're outside, which we all know we have home environments right now until we get to Toronto, we have to be respectful of it and understanding of that. The people that we brought on board, Kathleen Saunders, the facility hygiene officer, and David Buckingham, have done a really remarkable job trying to communicate and put the best practices in place in line with what the league has asked us to do. But we're all excited about playing hockey again. Is there apprehension or would you reference nervousness? Well, you always want the best for the players and help the players. And whether or not we stub our toes along the way is to be seen. We're going to have positive cases for this, phase 3, phase 4, or whatever. We have to avoid an outbreak, which could be hurtful in the situation. But the league has done a really good job of lining things up accordingly. Hub City, in Toronto and Edmonton are well prepared, and we're going to give it our best effort. Hopefully, we're able to carry it on.
Great. Thank you.
We'll go next to Phil Stacey. Phil, your line's open. Go on ahead.
Hey, Donnie, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. Given the unique circumstance of this year's playoffs, do you foresee more of a goalie split between, say, Tuukka and Yarrow, or that Yarrow might pick up a little more work than you've traditionally done as a team in past playoff runs?
Well, performance driven usually decides that. The two were going on a hell of a roll last year, and Yarrow was ready if needed. But obviously we balanced things during the course of the year. Tuukka felt really well going into the playoffs, managed the practice time effectively. Just be player performance. How quickly all of our players can get up to full speed and how they react to the environment that we're going to be in. We dictated wins and losses. Let's see what happens with it. But we feel comfortable with where we're at, and in any of those situations, hopefully we all stay healthy and move forward each and every day. But if we don't, or if we, as I said, weapons are part of this game. So we feel comfortable that Yarrow would be better in a situation where he can deal with that.